Hello, everyone. John Bruna here with the Daily Quote. And I'd like to get right to it. Loving kindness allows us to address the unhealthy actions of others in skillful ways, focusing on their behaviors, not their value as a human being. We can set boundaries and hold people accountable with care instead of ill will. So important to remember. Loving kindness is a real sincere wish for oneself and others to be happy, to be well. Loving kindness, a little tongue-tied there, is often described as a sincere friendliness. And isn't that so much better than anger and hatred? Loving kindness is the antidote to anger and hatred. And if we'd like to improve ourselves and the world that we live in, well, a healthy relationship based on loving kindness with oneself and others, well, that's a way to heal. So there's a lot of people that we don't like. There's a lot of people that we have some ill will towards. And the thing to understand about that is that person or people that we have such ill will for, well, who's suffering? Generally, it's us. It's what disturbs our mind, anger, hatred, ill will, not pleasant. And we often really have ill will towards an idea of that person, a caricature in our mind, not the person they actually are. That person that we don't like or struggle with or having difficult interactions with, well, they may do a lot of things that we would appreciate. They may actually care for their elderly parents. They might even donate to charitable organizations that we might even appreciate. They, in one day, may do many things that are actually helpful or kind, along with many other things that are not. And fundamentally, they might just be struggling and suffering from their own insecurities and fears and delusions that do malicious and harmful things, trying to be happy and having no access whatsoever to any sense of peace and happiness in their own life. They may be suffering in ways unknown. So, understanding this, it's so valuable to dedicate ourselves to loving kindness, to have some care and concern about, well, first the relationship with ourselves and our relationships with others. And just as a real loving, caring mother will set boundaries for their children when they do things that are inappropriate, they do it out of love and care, hoping that their child will learn and become a person that they feel good about, that that child learns how to do things that intrinsically allow them to be better people for themselves. So, just like that, the spirit of today's quote is I can set boundaries, I can hold people accountable, recognizing their behavior is inappropriate, harmful, but not have to think of that person as a horrible person. I can think of them as a human being who's struggling. And the boundaries are healthy and coming from a place of loving kindness and care for ourselves and others, and to prevent things like that from happening to other people that we would like to make sure are okay. So the real value here is it allows us to hold people accountable skillfully, not out of ill will and anger. That just makes people, ill will technically means I want you to suffer. How about I'd like you to do better? And right now you're incapable of it. So we need some boundaries. There's some repercussion, there's some consequence to a behavior, but not because I want you to suffer, but rather I'd love for you to get healthier. So this has so helped me in my own life. I have had many opportunities to correct some real harmful behavior in my life, and the opportunity to do it out of loving kindness with care has been so much more productive, both for myself, my own mind, my own heart, but also actually has had some benefit with others and has helped relationships. And then, most importantly, probably, people have helped me in this way. They've helped me learn how to be a better human being by holding me accountable to my behaviors, but letting me know that I still had some value as a human being. Hope you find this helpful. I certainly have.